This is the music judge and jury, aka Queen Millennial. Is this thing on? We gotta make sure that everything is set up right. Settings are right. Oh, look at that. Okay, great. It knows me. It knows me. And so today we are talking about the last millennial female survivors. Okay? And we talk about this. We're not including people like late stage millennials, such as Ariana Grande, Dua Lipa, Miley Cyrus, you name it. Those are late stage millennials, okay? We are focused on the first born generation of millennials, the 80s babies, okay, that are furthest away from Generation Z, such as Katy Perry, Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, Beyonce, Gaga, and me, Peyton 3.0. No, I'm playing. The Queen Millennials, okay? Like myself. But here's the thing. For the sake of this particular discussion, we are going to be removing people like Nicki Minaj because even though, yes, she's still in the headlines, she still gets plenty of press. She's just not as impactful as she used to be, particularly within Generation Z. We're going to remove Rihanna too from this discussion because she is not focused on music, right? It's not about your clothing line. This is not about their wherever else they're selling on the side. This is about the survival of an industry that is continually on the decline. The music industry. And the fact that these females are still in the game when most of them will be gone like that is a true testimony to where the industry is and how much they need the Queen Millennials because the generation under them is not doing so hot as far as what their value is to people. Most of those artists will not have longevity like these ladies. That's why they were so easily able to stay in the game so long because the tides were changing and these ladies were able to stay in the lane. See, had there been women, females like as great as the Beyonce's, the Lady Gaga's, the Katy Perry's, Nicki Minaj and all that, had there been a woman as great as them coming behind them, well-rounded acts with something unique to offer, then these ladies would be out. Okay, or fighting for their life. But because it's not happening, excuse me, I'm burping on this energy drink. Excuse me. Because that's not happening in a crumbling industry, these ladies stand tall in the test of time. Most of these millennials would have been out. Beyonce probably would have survived. And so Lady Gaga. And maybe Katy Perry would have survived as more of a novelty act. But that's neither here nor there. Okay? So before we get into the meat and potatoes of this discussion, as always, a word. If you truly want something and your environment is not ripe for what you seek most in life, you have to defy the environment anyway, despite the consequences. Because the clock is moving faster than ever. Can you feel it? You only get one life. Some of you have been through many sicknesses, illnesses, but you're resilient. You survived. So if you've been through all of that, why the heck are you playing life safe? Why are you being compliant? Why are you completely playing by the rules which do not serve you? You have to color outside the lines. You have to get up, discipline, and get to work on something that you truly want to be doing for long term. Something that for the reason to get up in the morning that fills you up and get you excited about life. Not your 9 to 5 at the prison yard, Target, Walmart, the Las Vegas resorts. Practically every service job you can think of. Or else you want to continue to resent your life, and you want to look for those small, harmful, dopamine hit pleasures that's going to slowly destroy you over time. But anyway, that was the work. That was what was on my mind. This is that girl or it's not that girl? Now, I'm Worklina, the workhorse. And on this show, we talk about popular music and popular artists from today, yesterday, and beyond. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Okay, so we're talking about the millennial female survivors, okay? Not to include the late stage millennials, such as Ariana Grande, Miley Cyrus, okay? Millennials who were born in the 80s that are still in the house today. They had long careers. Like Gaga. These women all started in the 2000s. Actually, Beyonce is the longest one. She started in the late 90s. What you see on the screen here. Okay? Still in the game today. But again, if you remember what I said at the beginning, there's a reason for that. Because of the state of the music business right now as we speak. Okay? These women, when these women would not have really been needed like that because there's somebody else that was been groomed to be and fill their shoes. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So they are needed in their slots. So I want you to get comfortable, grab some popcorn, a snack, a drink, I don't know, Alizé, Modelo, whatever you need to do to get comfortable, because this is that girl or it's not that girl. Here we go.
Really nothing that you can do. Push past all the doubts and believe in you. Push past all the doubts and believe in you. Cause when it's all over, said and done, there's only one, yeah, there's only one. Take it by the horns and be on the run. Take it by the horns and be on the run. Even when you get down, Yes, they wanna be around and they wanna see you frown. One life, they wanna be around and they wanna see you frown. I'll tell you what you can do.
Welcome back into It's That Girl or It's Not That Girl. Now, I'm Peyton 3.0, the artist, the musician, the entertainer, not the content creator, the YouTuber, or the influencer. Excuse me, I got a burp. Oh. Thank you. Energy drink, Alani Nu, get your life. All of those are great platforms and tools to build that business, that brand, that name, the reputation, but most importantly, the community. And hopefully you, yes, you will join this community today by hitting that like button and sharing with people that you know that like artist commentary, reaction, and reviews. And of course, to become a part of this community here, you have to do 3 things: subscribe, comment, and notification bell. Okay, now we're going to roll right on into the meat and potatoes of this discussion on this day. Here we go. I like to call these ladies aces in the hole. They have survived because all these ladies are literally, we're hitting our 40s, okay? All these ladies have survived the test of the music industry. Most women are tossed out by the age of 25, okay? 26 or 27 if you're lucky. That was the old music business. This one seems to be a relic or a shell of itself. But these are the ladies that are the prized possessions, the prized horses. I hate to say it like that, but that's how the music industry sees these ladies of the music industry. In the picture now, you see, instead of Beyonce, Taylor Swift. Because Taylor Swift, of course, needs to be included in this as well. Because even though she's not really as innovative, or she's not really, compared to Lady Gaga, Beyonce, and Katy, she's not really out there like that, you know? But the reason why Taylor Swift has been able to stay around for so long, well, for a couple reasons. Number one, she's very impactful to middle America, and just like the average basic beach, okay? Sorry to say it, but but not just any basic beach. Because she does change it up. She has switched lanes multiple times, actually, going from country to pop to EDM to folk music, back again, wash, re-rinse, whatever. But she knows also now, she's conscious of how to play the game of business in this industry. She knows how to own those masters. She knew how to re-record those songs. She knows how to get closer to her fans. Okay, she knows how to play the game. She's an ace in the hole. And the music industry, hey, is respecting that to a certain degree. To a certain degree. I mean, she's still in the game. Ticketmaster and all. Selling out these shows, right? Now, I want to focus on what I call the major impactful triad of the millennials right now. Whether negative or positive. And we'll get to that in a moment. Now, Miss Beyonce, Katy, and Lady Gaga are the most impactful right now in the 80s babies of millennials, the originators, with not just the millennials themselves, but also with Generation Z, which makes them cross-generational. Okay? Now, one of these ladies, although still here, still being propped up and pushed and pulled by the music industry, is in the hot seat. Can you guess which one I'm talking about? I'll wait. That's good. I'm sure you already knew the answer right off the top of your head, unless you're not chronically online like me. Hey, I live here. I live right here online. Yeah, that's me. It's my home. It's my comfort place. Mainly YouTube. That's it. All them other ones, bye. Anyway. We know who we're talking about right now. Miss Katy Perry. Okay? My thing with Katy Perry, if you line her up with the other girls here, the other women here, okay? There's one common denominator that shoots Katy in the foot. And I don't care what Generation Z has to say about Katy, okay? They're still talking about her. They're still talking about her. She's in your mouth constantly. You're making content constantly. And she's being pushed heavily by the industry regardless. So that tells you something. That it's Katy, what she says, that gets her in trouble. That's the major thing. See, Gaga and Beyonce do not shoot themselves in the foot because they don't say the wrong thing. For some reason, Katy, in my opinion, I love her to death. I just wish she would stop shooting herself in the foot. Hasn't quite figured that out, and that's not really good, especially now that we're grown now, honey. We're really grown. We're not in our 20s anymore. We're really grown now. No more excuses. From her actually admitting to working with Dr. Luke, right? You name it, the things that have happened this year that have come from Katy, where I would have not said any of that. Excuse me. I would have not said any of that. Because as I said in my previous video with Katy Perry, her misstep is the marketing either sometimes isn't correct. Like with her best album. No, I'm not talking about Teenage Dream. That was a great commercial album. Okay? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about artistically in artists forward. This is the album that you really actually got to see Katy Hudson under the moniker and the product that is Katy Perry. She was trying to show you that, right? But the marketing for the album and the single she just had to drop didn't give you the impression that what was on the album was drastically different than the singles that she dropped. I would have did the singles totally different. I liked the whole 24-hour thing where she broke down and she was tired of being Katy Perry. She wanted to really give you. That's great. But the singles and the marketing and the debacle with Amigos, all of that it just seems to be more PR nightmares that seem to get Katy Perry caught up. And ever since 2017, it seems to be PR. When Witness dropped, which again I'm going to say it now, it's her greatest album ever, period, artistically. Just marketed wrong. Since 2017, there seems to be some kind of PR nightmare or communication that seems to get her in trouble, right? But the industry, despite all that, decides to continue to push her, which I'm glad that they are, you know. But there's only gonna be so many times that my girl can recover before it's all over, right? Right. 143, Unpopular Opinion, was not that bad. Sorry, folks. Sorry. 143 wasn't a masterpiece, although she wasn't really going for that. That was the whole point. This is a Let Your Hair Down. It's not the most innovative EDM sounds or trap sounds, whatever. And yeah, she's your auntie who's using the lingo. I use the lingo, but I make it sound good. I make it sound effortless when I use the lingo, and I only use the lingo that actually gels with me. Okay, I use the lingo that actually gels with me. But y'all think I'm one of y'all anyway. Generation Z thinks that I'm one of them anyway, so it doesn't matter. Gen Z thinks I'm one of them. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Anyway. Katy Perry had to stop sticking her foot in her mouth and be more conscious of the generation under her. If you want to use the lingo and relate to the generation under smoothly, then you want to be aware of the climate of that generation, right? Because Katy Perry doesn't really have a bad album. No. On Smile wasn't my favorite album either, but there were some songs on there that were really, really good that I got with. But compared to Witness, to me, artistically, it wasn't all the way there. Okay? Pandemic happened, all that craziness. And then she comes out with 143. I can still get my life to 143. Okay? Just, like I said, it's not like it's horrible. The EDM is not horrible. The songs are not horrible on there, and it's meant to be foul pitch. It's meant to be shallow. That's the whole point. But Gen Z seems to have not gotten that point. That's what it's supposed to be. Okay, put your blonde wig on, honey, and just, you get what I'm saying? But anyway, Katy Perry, hopefully, I want her to come through this, okay? Once you stop being a punching bag for the internet, particularly Generation Z, and they move on to somebody else, hopefully she'll keep going. She'll make another album or two, and whatever. But I like 143, and it still plays in my Spotify. Point blank in the period. Now we get to the girls, the golden girls of the millennials right now. The golden girls have the light on us in the favor of Generation Z and Millennial. Lady Gaga, and of course Beyonce. Yes. See, all these ladies here have been very consistent, but not just consistent, very impactful when they release their music. Okay? Very impactful to get the girls talking and listening regardless. Okay? Very impactful. We know Beyonce has had to take some different type of leaps. And that's what she wanted to do anyway. She did what she needed to do in the industry. Right? She was a brilliant writer, a singer. She worked her tail off. This is who she is. You know? And so the industry recognized her talents. They recognized what an asset she was. And eventually, she got to do what she wanted to do. She got to color outside the lines, right? She got to get a little creative, a little uncommercial, okay, with her music. And she's that queen. She's that queen. Undisputed. Ain't nobody doing it like Beyonce right now. Nobody. And then we have my girl, Miss Gagish. Okay? Now, everybody has their stumbles. Everybody has their falls. Whatever. But artistically, Gaga is an once in a lifetime generational talent. This woman can do it all. From jazz to rock to pop to EDM. You name it. She does it. She does it. The Gaga we love her though for the most is the eccentric pop EDM Gaga. That's what we really love her for. We love the fact that she's a talented girl that can play the piano, sing really well, and do all these other things. And utilizes her voice very well as a vocalist. But when you think about these kind of women, what other people currently right now who are hot, right now who are the it girls of today, who of them can compare to any of these ladies up here? Who? I'll wait. Because if they did compare to these ladies, well, they'd be out of a job and a career in a hurry. Because the music business is always looking to replace and refresh and renew. You see, unlike many of your faves, okay? Unlike many of your faves that come in, they don't give you nothing to hold on to. A lot of your faves of Generation Z don't give you anything to hold on to, particularly the males. You like it for a hot second. That was your song. Then you go, okay, I'm good. But all these ladies here give you something to hold on to. Not just in the music, but in who they are, what they've been able to be crafted here that you fall in love with. Now, some of you will say that Katy Perry's been manufactured in Blossy Blue Blue Bleed. Most artists in that industry are crafted, and rarely do anybody ever truly get to express themselves the way they want to as artists if they don't find it marketable, or that's not the vision they have for you. It's called the music business. It's time for you to get your education. All that to say is that the industry is in trouble, and these are the ladies. We're not going to get too deep into that conversation. First of all, we're not getting too deep. All these ladies are the saviors of the industry, but the question is, excuse me, for how long? How long will these ladies be able to carry the torch before the torch burns out? Is there anybody after the? Is there anybody out there? Anybody out there that is being trained up, has it in them, just like this? And if they are out there, and I'm pretty sure they're out there. Trust me, I'm pretty sure they're out there. It's why haven't they come forth? It's basically the comparison to the great leaders to push the civil rights movement forward, particularly in the Black community. Where are they at? Where are your Martin Luther Kings? Even though he's a whole controversial thing in himself, because he was working with those people. Well, we're not going to talk about that here. Where are your Malcolm X's? Where are your Sojourner Truths? Where are those people now? They're non-existent. And the same thing seems to be going on with the music industry. They seem to be non-existent, but why is that? Something's not clean in the buttermilk. Something just doesn't make sense to me. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't make sense to you. These ladies are great. These are my girls forever. But we need talent after them that could be just as great as these ladies. In their own ways. Well, that's my discussion today. That's food for thought. I want to hear your opinion in the comment section. Are you scared for the future of the music industry when it comes to great acts that you can go through the years with? Give you something to hold on to. Give you something that you want to come back to again. I want to know in the comment section. My name is Peyton 3.0, the artist, the musician, entertainer, not the content creator, not the YouTuber, and not the influencer, aka Worklina, the workhorse, Queen Millennial, the Audacity Queen, and the Technology Queen. Make sure you've got your life today, and I gave you something to think about, and you agree. Please hit that like button. It's waiting for you, and it's absolutely free. And share other people that you do know that like artist commentary, reaction, and reviews. And of course, to become a part of this community here, you gotta do 3 things. Like, and I was like, not like, subscribe. You have to go ahead and comment and notification bell. Well, I want to thank those of you so much that actually made it to the end of this video. Give somebody a hand clap. That's obviously not an easy feat for most people today with their ADHD brains. But this is called the bonus segment, aka the shameless self-promotion segment, where I told you that I was an artist, musician, entertainer, right? Well, we're going to prove that right now. Going up in the room. Heartbeat fast, and it's my turn soon. Judges speaking on say no. Back to the drawing board we go. See, I was singing night and day. Fire and driving me insane. Termination rights on my success. It's the way I will ever rest. And now, the song.
I know you're out there looking for a stress reliever.
You're looking for a stress reliever out there.
Drugs, the alcohol,
Here we
the
go.
food. But let me tell you what you need to do. Here we go. blood pressure. You worked all day like the messenger. Worked so hard that the bills are high. All you do is cry me and freaking try. Punch that clock every freaking day. Still on your money, you got to pay. Fuck that shit, man, you need relief. But you got is grief for the fucking cheap. Some take care of the freaking kids. Munching your plate for your freaking lid. Stress too much, always in a rush. You need even brushing, you're feeling flush. What is it that you're gonna do? Gonna have something relieving you. Time to get out when the music plays every freaking day. All I gotta say is jump, turn that music loud. I wanna see no hands in the crowd. You gotta get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up. Lose your mind to the beat. Shake it up, keep moving your feet. You gotta get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up. Get the stress.
And that is all I will be giving you, okay? If you want to hear that song in its entirety, then comment in the comment section. You ready? Let me hear that song. And I most certainly will, absolutely for free. Hello, this is Peyton 3.0, and I'm going to be doing Instant Stars, Let Me Fall, a piece of it. If I burn down in this fire, well, I need to feel the pain. I can't stop or give it up. I need to feel the pain. Can you hear me? Don't come near me. You're just getting in my way. I'm only human. And I got something to say. Let me rise. Let me fall. Let me breathe. I want to control. I'm not afraid to look at all. Let me break. Let me fall. I'll get back up if you let me fall.
Really nothing that you can do. Push past all the doubts and believe in you. Push past all the doubts and believe in you. Cause when it's all over, said and done, there's only one, yeah, there's only one. Take it by the horns and be on the run. Take it by the horns and be on the run. Even when you get down, yes, they wanna be around and they wanna see you frown. One life, they wanna be around and they wanna see you frown. I'll tell you what you can do.